Hello, my name is Atira.
Hi, I'm Tanmaya.
I'm a lead designer at
Everything Design.
Today, Tanmaya and I are going to take you through
How we went about creating their website.
our process and approach behind Sevenloop as a project. Question is, what is Sevenloop? To put it in the most simplest sense, what they do is they connect brands who want to manufacture a particular component to an extensive supply network. How did the Sevenloop project begin? So the client, who's Sharan, he's the founder of Sevenloop, came to us because 2.5 years back, we worked on a project with him for a brand called Zimcart, which is a sister company of Sevenloop, and he really liked the work that we did for him back then, which is why he remembered us and came back to us after all that time.
For all the requirements from design standpoint today, I have everything design as a fallback in every sort of conversation that I do. So I think that shows how happy we all are with the output today. So that's kudos to them.
Okay, next question. How did you conduct research and understand the market? So for a project like this, fortunately they were also in India. We thought we could leverage the fact that we can do primary research. So what we did is our team headed out to Coimbatore and visited facilities on the supply and the demand side.
So we conducted interviews with the people who work at these foundries in Coimbatore, and they were able to give us a lot of insights as to what sort of products are being manufactured itself.
This really gave us a holistic and a 360-degree understanding of what is it that they do and how they do it. This is where we found out a key insight, which was the love of texture and materiality, which later on also fed into the visual language of the brand as well.
We were also able to do secondary research to understand how competitors operate in the same space, as well as cross-industry research, so that we could have more visual benchmarks. What did the brand strategy process look like? When it came to the brand strategy, how we usually go about it as a team is we sit together on this brainstorming session and we dissect all the information that we've currently gathered from primary research, the secondary research.
We made sure that we did a lot of workshops with Sharan himself, who is the founder of Sevenloop, to really understand what was his mission, what did he start out with, what was his overarching vision as well, and how he wanted to accomplish it. We defined a definition that we and the client was satisfied with in the end. The next question is, what was the core of the brand? Precision. We promise you precision and quality output every single time.
Although precision in industry terms is mainly used to describe the finishing of a product, we wanted to give this term itself a whole new approach.
So that's how we kind of distilled down to this word, and everything else that evolved from the brand stemmed from this very powerful word.
What was the logo inspired by? So as we were sketching, one idea really stood out strongly to us, which was two interlocking rings. It was in the strong partnership that is there between the customer and Sevenloop itself.
Once the logo is in place, what next? So the logo again is just the tip of the iceberg. Now how do you extend it from there is where you define typography, iconography, your color palette, and even your communication pieces as well.
And how we went about doing Sevenloop's unique assets were by creating these real custom assets that nobody would have ever seen. If you'd see the solutions page of Sevenloop, you'll see these custom illustrations where the entire manufacturing process itself is being depicted. We need to pay equal importance to the internal branding aspects as much as we're paying importance to the external branding aspects. So the internal branding aspects are creating your business cards, your ID cards, and all these print assets will give this brand its own unique take, where employees itself are motivated to stand behind this brand.
It required the designers to come up with custom illustrations, custom animations, and even 3D art as well, to kind of embody and personify the core of the brand, which is precision in one way or the other. How did you finalize on the look and feel that the brand has now? So before we do make that final call, we do an internal exercise where we make sure that we do 3 different visual routes. Basically, they range from a route that looks relatively safer, relatively traditional, to a third route that looks extremely exploratory.
Not very often that a client goes for the other 2 routes, but in this case, Sharan did go for the far out route, where he really wanted something far out and exemplary in the sense of Sevenloop itself. And that's the origin story of this project.